Hey, what's up everyone? Sinister at the gaming section back with another review. Today's game I'm reviewing is Spaceland for the PlayStation 4. It's also available on the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. The game is a turn-based strategy mixing with space theme. I'm going to cover the basics from the story to the gameplay along with the score at the end. Alright, let's dive right on in. The story is about two space rangers answering a distress call on a frozen planet. Your ship crash lands on the frozen tundra, and it's up to you to find the source of the problem. First off, the presentation starts off nice with cutscenes telling the story, even though it's in text form. It's no major problem because it's easy to follow as you progress. Space I'm referring to, they would add voice acting to it, but like I said, no major gripe there. Anywho, the two heroes that you start off with are Jim, a young ranger, and Barrett, a veteran who kind of looks like Dizzy from Gears of War. You'll meet other characters along the way that will help you out on the battlefield. As for the graphics are great and the character sprites are well detailed. The same goes for the area map, which looks like Super Mario Brothers. The visuals are bright and colorful in some areas, and of course other areas are dark and misty, giving it an eerie feeling. As you move closer, the mist dissipates, and it also uncovers more of the area. But however, you have to tread carefully, with danger lurking around every corner. And of course, the planet itself, or all of the frozen tundra, looks kind of reminds you of Lost Planet. And here we are to the meat and potatoes of it, the gameplay. This is where the fun is had. For those who enjoy turn-based games are in for a treat. Once you go into the buildings, it goes into an isometric view. Basically, your character moves around a certain amount of spaces, but however, your enemies also can do the same thing. This is where the strategy comes into play. The earlier monsters you encounter kind of look like the Acrid, also from Lost Planet, but in tiny form. Later on, you'll come across some tougher enemies that will take some teamwork to take out. And as I mentioned earlier about the characters, you will meet a third character along the way. He's more military based. His name is Marcus. And of course, there's some few Easter eggs in here, but of course, I'm not going to spoil it here. Anybody who knows that name Marcus. And of course, there's another character you'll come across, a dead soldier. He has a certain last name, and that certain name, like that family also, dies a lot. So anybody who plays Gears of War, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, moving on. It's cool, that your party has their own abilities and that will turn the tide of the fight. Jim, for example, has the distance advantage, and Barrett has the close quarters advantage with his shotgun. However, from a distance, he can chuck grenades also. It's also best to have the right team at the right time, or it's just, like I said, game over. Now for the score. I give Spaceland a 4.5 out of 5. The main con to me is just the lack of voice acting, but like I said, it's a minor gripe. The pros are in the graphics and the gameplay department. It's like I mentioned earlier, any fans who love turn-based games will love this. I commend Tartarga team, they're the developer and the publisher of this game. I commend them for all the effort and the work they put into this game. I mean, I've had major fun with it, it's just, for anybody who likes to start off, I recommend them start on the easy setting just to get a feel for it before moving on to a tougher difficulty. But like I mentioned earlier, anybody who's into turn-based games, just go ahead and start on a higher difficulty if you're looking for a challenge and things like that. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about this game. Leave your comments down below and hit that like button if you enjoy this content. This is Sinister of the Gamer section, and be easy.